So court today was this. My lawyer came in. He said, we're going to have a 2-month. Yeah, Root says Aaron is playing 4D chess, right? Aaron couldn't be playing more 1D chess. Like, I'm Forrest Gump running through a pile of dog shit, and everyone thinks it's like some 4D move. I'm like, no, it happens sometimes. So, like, today, here was my court experience. My lawyer and I get together, and he said, boy, just more crazy shit from the other side. Not the lawyers or the attorneys, the prosecutors, but like other people. Like other people just keep doing wild, crazy shit for our investigators to look into, and it just keeps coming in, and there's so much shit. We don't have our full investigator report yet, and that's something that's very important. And we're like, we're going to ask for a 2-month continuance. And we did, and everyone was fine with it. And it's apparently this is my first time through this whole process. This is a completely normal thing. And so end of January, we'll pick it back up again. Like I said, I'm as happy as you can be in the situation I'm in with the way things are going. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. I don't want to get like the fan fiction around this in general. When I go on Twitter and stuff is crazy enough. And I'm like, should I write anything or should I say anything? And I'm like, no, don't say anything. Don't write anything. That's like my position on the internet has always been, let people run with what they want to run with. That's like part of their fun, right? Let them have their theories. So I just went in today. He said, we're going to ask for 60 days. We got 60 days. Now we wait. Because, okay, so what happened was, and I'll give you the most I can, because I don't want to give people things that are going to get people's hopes up. I don't want to give people things that are going to make people read too much into things, but I also, want to keep them up to, I feel like this has been very public, so I want to keep them abreast. I want to keep them abreast of what's going on as much as I can. There is an investigator's report that's coming out, but more info keeps coming in because certain people keep doing crazy shit. And as they keep doing crazy shit, the investigator's like, all right, now I got to dig into this. Now I got to look into this. Now I got to see that. So it's really out of our control. People keep doing wild shit. And when they do wild shit that could help your case, you have to investigate it so you know what's up. So our investigator's doing that. There's also the possibility, the other reason why we need 60 more days is because there is how do I say this? There's a pretty common belief amongst multiple people that there are charges coming in a different case that could tangentially benefit our case that we have to wait for as well. So 60 days, everything should be settled. We should have unless people keep doing retarded shit, like 60 days, because we didn't even get an offer today. There was no settlement conference today. It wasn't like we went in there, we sat down, we hammered out a deal. Like, we've heard nothing yet. And we're not going to hear anything until late January. And like I said, I'm pretty happy with the way things are. My attorney talked with the prosecutor. Everyone seems... It just, like, I'll say this, from the very beginning of this whole thing, it's been very businesslike. There's been no animosity on either side. There's been no, like, shit like that. It's all been, I can't complain. It's as pleasant as this kind of thing can be. It's been as pleasant as possible. So 60 days. We didn't sit down. We didn't discuss anything. We sat down. Judge still really pissed about the streaming thing, about Ralph's thing. Judge and prosecutor, and of course we weren't happy with it either, but our opinion doesn't matter. I can't remember if it was the prosecutor or the judge who said, hey, let's mute the Zoom thing because we're not with that again. Apparently, that caused the prosecutor's office to have a lot more work than they wanted to do, and they were not thrilled. Put it this way, the prosecutor's office did seem very unhappy that they had to deal with Ethan Ralph. They were not pleased. And I think that's maybe why I think that's probably why they've been so, like, everything's been so professional between all of us, because I think they've had to deal with, they had to deal with all that bullshit, and who wants to? I don't blame them, So it was, can we mute the Zoom thing? Okay, cool. We asked for the 60-day continuance. Nobody has a problem with it. It's totally cool. And now we're doing that. That's it.